Good evening. It's great to have you with us. I'm Alex Redmond. Our top story tonight, wet weather. A tropical low could be forming in North Florida, bringing heavy rain to the Suncoast. Bob Harrigan is here to tell us more. Bob?
Thanks, Alex. We are watching an area of disturbed weather right now. National Hurricane Center is as well. The good news is it's over land right now. It's situated right about between Gainesville and Jacksonville. It's an area of low pressure. It is drifting off to the west right now, but now that it's over land, it's not expected to develop. The Hurricane Center not giving it much chance at this point, but if it does drift off into the Gulf, there's a slight chance it could pop into a tropical low of some sort, possibly a tropical depression. But right now what we're concerned with is the heavy rainfall, and it has been coming down to the north of us, especially right in this particular area. You'll see that in a minute. But notice the showers and storms that have been popping up here along the west central coast of Florida. All this kind of moving toward the east right now, and some very heavy rainfall occurring at times from Sarasota southward down into Venice and just north of Inglewood. You'll notice the effect here. It's moving off to the east, but there are other storms developing well to the west of that, and we're going to see a steady onshore flow of showers and some thunderstorms through the night tonight, and possibly through the next couple of days as this area of low pressure refuses to move on. You see that rain light now across Palmetto, Bradenton, down to Bayshore Gardens, even into Sarasota now. The rain has turned to light, a little heavier from Venice southward down near Inglewood. Other showers and storms are out there. I mentioned that. All that pushing off toward the east. As far as rainfall, just the past 12 hours in the northeast Gulf of Mexico, some places got up to a foot of rain, and this is over the past 24 hours. Just 24 hours of rainfall total estimates from the Doppler radar site. And right here, bullseye, 21 inches of rain, and guess what? 2 more days rain can be expected to move into this particular area, so there are flood watches out for this evening and this area, basically north of us, but they may have to extend it southward if we start to see more showers building in the Gulf of Mexico. An additional 5 to 10 inches of rain possible in that area of the green that I showed you. Today so far, over 1.5 inches of rainfall there in portions of Manatee and Sarasota counties, and it looks like more rain on the way. As I said, we could get an additional 2 to 4 inches of rain for the Suncoast here before it's all said and done. We'll have more in the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Alex? Thank you, Bob. Voters turn out and take the opportunity to find out about the candidates running for the District 23 State Senate seat today. ABC 7's Kate Flexter joins us with what she learned from each of the candidates and some of the constituents. Kate?
Alex, the event was held at the Old Myakka Schoolhouse, and it was an apt setting as voters had the opportunity to really learn about each candidate. Those candidates included Nora Patterson, Ray Pilon, Doug Holder, Greg Steube, and Frank Cirillo. Frank Alcock and Rick Levine were not in attendance. Right now, the Florida Senate has 40 seats, 26 of which are held by Republicans, and the other 14 are held by Democrats. Still, the voters we spoke to were not necessarily voting on party lines, but instead talking to each candidate about certain policies and issues.
We looked on the internet and we tried to find out as much as we could, but there really isn't that much available knowledge of the candidate. That's why we thought we had to come out and actually meet them and see what they're all about.
You kind of get to be one-on-one, and you can ask a question, get the answer right away without other people around, and maybe they can say something that they couldn't say otherwise.
And with 5 candidates on the Republican ticket, this is one of the most contentious state Senate races in Florida. For the full story and to hear from the candidates, be sure to tune in tonight at 11. Alex?
Thank you, Kate. Another important figure coming to the Suncoast. Governor Rick Scott appears in Sarasota tomorrow to discuss job growth in Florida. Governor Scott will visit Sarasota manufacturer Intertape Polymer Group at 10 a.m. And a new ABC News poll finds Hillary Clinton gaining ground on the campaign trail, adding to her lead over Donald Trump. But the Republican nominee zeroes in on Clinton's own words this weekend. ABC's News' Devin Dwyer has more from Washington.
Down in the polls, Donald Trump debuting a new line of attack.
The people of this country don't want somebody that's going to short circuit up here.
The Republican nominee trying to use Clinton's own words against her.
What I told the FBI, which he said was truthful, is consistent with what I have said publicly. So I may have short-circuited it.
Trump pouncing as Clinton widens her lead in a new ABC News Washington Post poll. Clinton up 8 points, with gains among women and consolidating support among Democrats. Trump, on the other hand, still struggles to win over some Republicans, like Ohio Governor John Kasich.
I wish that I could be fully enthusiastic. I can't be.
And Trump facing strong disapproval for his treatment of those Muslim parents of a fallen American soldier.
Hillary's comments just don't get the same attention that Trump's do.
A pro-Clinton super PAC releasing a new ad featuring a Gold Star mother talking about her outrage at how Trump treated the Khan family.
When I saw Donald Trump attack another Gold Star mother, I felt such a sense of outrage.
Wife, she was standing there. She had nothing to say.
I would like to tell Donald Trump what it feels like, the sense of emptiness that only losing a child can bring.
Trustworthiness still a problem for both nominees. Clinton's running mate trying to reassure Americans their administration would be more transparent.
The bottom line is this. She made a mistake, and she said over and over again, I made a mistake, and I've learned from it, and I'm going to fix it, and I apologize.
Devin Dwyer, ABC News, Washington.
New data finds the number of gun manufacturers in Florida is soaring. Manufacturers surged by 350% since 2009, and the number of gun manufacturing licenses has more than quadrupled. The federal licenses allow the manufacturing of guns and ammunition for sale or distribution. The increase puts pressure on the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives to keep pace. Workers are building a stone wall around a Walt Disney World lake where an alligator killed a toddler earlier this summer. Disney officials say the barrier wall is part of the new security plan following the death of 2-year-old Lane Graves of Nebraska. The boulder wall is going up along the beaches of the Seven Seas Lagoon, where several resorts are located. And Disney also put up warning signs and ropes after Graves was dragged by an alligator into the lake on June 14th. The boy's body was found 16 hours later, and an autopsy revealed he died from drowning and traumatic injuries. The family decided not to file a lawsuit against Disney. And we asked for your thoughts on Disney's changes. Laurie Dysart says, glad they did something about it, but it's very sad. Someone had to die first. Diane O'Connor says, the problem is this. This is Florida. Gators will find another way to get around. They should give out flyers letting visitors be aware of the wildlife. And Mary Valley writes, what exactly is to keep people from climbing over the wall? Or alligators from climbing over the wall? To share your thoughts on this and other stories, you can reach out to us on ABC7's Facebook page. And still to come here on your Suncoast News, the countdown is on until the first day of school. And how the shortage of teachers in Florida is impacting schools and students on the Suncoast. We'll tell you more when we come back. Stay with us.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, I have an important message. You may be entitled to receive disability benefits through Social Security. You'll be matched up with an advocate who will evaluate your situation, handle your application, deal with Social Security for you, and handle all appeals and hearings. Best of all, there are no upfront fees, so you pay nothing until you receive your benefits.
Call the Citizens Disability Helpline today for a free, no-obligation consultation.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
And lower his rates and consolidate his bills into one low payment.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Cause debt sucks.
Call 1-888-244-5747. Call now.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store of choice. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
There's a shortage of teachers on the Suncoast with just days until students begin heading back to school. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo has the story.
We've talked about this a bit.
A statewide teacher shortage has made its way on the Suncoast, leaving districts scrambling to fill positions, particularly in math and science.
We generally carry 1,000 subs every year to help fill those classroom vacancies. It's a very important job because they're actually taking the place of the teacher. Some are taking that place for the entire school year.
Sarasota Schools Human Resource Director Roy Sprinkle says the district has hired well over 300 employees over the summer, and they plan to continue to hire teachers well into the school year.
We try to get them up to par very quickly. We pay a mentor to work with each one of these individuals for the year, someone who's a master teacher in their area, to make sure they don't fail and they're up to speed almost immediately.
Sarasota School District has 128 openings, the majority of which are for instructors. Manatee has 87 vacancies. Some blame the Deferred Retirement Option Program, or DROP, for the shortage.
There is not as many people going into the field of education anymore. High stakes, be in an environment where there's a lot of high stakes testing and a lot of pressure.
To fill the need, at times, the Manatee District will hire staff to teach outside of their certification.
They have the qualifications, or they have the drive to teach a certain subject area, so we will hire them as they are working on getting certification in the required subject area.
A practice also done by the district directly south, which happens to be the largest employer in Sarasota County. Sprinkle saying referendum dollars and high academic standards will eventually help bring in teachers they need.
We're well supported by the community, and those things have helped us be kind of the crown jewel, that along with our testing scores being at the very, very top every single year.
And both districts say they feel optimistic about filling these vacancies due to their aggressive recruiting process. Back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Young baseball players in Sarasota are heading to the Babe Ruth World Series, and they need your help to get there. The 13U and 14U Sarasota All-Star teams will represent the Southeast next week in Iowa. This is the first time Sarasota is sending 2 teams to the series, and the team hosting a fundraiser today to support their trip at Evie's Tavern on the Green.
We just found out a week ago, and you have to drop everything and get to Iowa for 10 days. So it's quite an accomplishment, and the support has been great.
Some families are struggling to get up there, and we all want to have a great time up there because we've worked hard for this.
The teams will compete August 9th through the 18th, and the last time a 13 and under Sarasota team went to the series was back in 1988, and they won. If you have a sweet tooth and want to help kids, in honor of National Frozen Custard Day on Monday, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers offers $1 single scoops and will donate 50 cents of each scoop sold to charity. Guests of Freddy's are asked to vote for their favorite of two and national charities, Kids in Need Foundation, helping teachers and students in some of the most challenged communities across the country, and Playworks, whose mission is to improve health and well-being of children at school and youth organizations by increasing opportunities for physical activity and safe, meaningful play every day. So nice to see you here, Bob.
Yeah, good to be here. Actually, you know, we had a chance and opportunity to get out and play some golf this morning. I know I got the round in, so it was pretty surprising. Rain and showers and storms, you know, in the next 3 days, it could be in the forecast as far as heavy rainfall goes. And unfortunately, kids have to go back to school after that, and then the skies may clear. So they may get rain for the next 3 days, which I'm sure they're not too happy about. Here's what's going on right now with the weather. KCKey webcam showing a lot of clouds and showers. Not the best of beach days today, as showers were rolling in at times. Some of the rain heavy and then moving off toward the east at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. I know that we had some ominous clouds at times near the Legacy at University Park there, but all in all, not too bad. We had a shot of this ominous-looking cloud here, though. It looks like some scud shot by one of the good golfers, Jeff Bender. Also, North Carolina State quarterback from years gone by. He's also a very good golfer. I appreciate him sending that picture in right there of those clouds. Very interesting cloud formations indeed. But what we're looking at is not any severe weather, but heavy rainfall. That's the key right now. The heavy rain is the biggest thing we'll have to deal with here, I think. And occasionally some lightning strikes, too, with these cells as they move onshore. Right now, the heaviest rain by far to the north of us. There's still some moderate rain occurring near Venice up to Osprey. And just along I-75 near Clark Road, some stronger cells down near Sanibel and off into the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, that rain fairly moderate from, as I said, Venice all the way up to Osprey and Palmer Ranch and near I-75. Some rainfall there. A large area of light to moderate precipitation here in the Gulf. This is all going to be moving in our direction as well. Although we're not under a flood watch yet, that may change if we get more of these storms lining up off in the Gulf. And I think it will happen that we'll start to see more of that action beginning Monday and Tuesday. But as far as rainfall estimates go, we had up to about 2 inches in some areas, but generally everyone got at least a ½ inch of rain. 79 right now. We have some showers in progress at the Sarasota-Bradian Airport. The dew point is at 72. Winds are out of the south, bringing that warm, moist air up, and the pressure has actually been falling a little bit, indicating that area of low pressure to the north may be developing somewhat. The high today was 90, right at the average. The low this morning was 78. That was running a few degrees above average. And right now, the rainfall at the airport reporting not much right now. There's some showers occurring at the airport right now, but 82 degrees in Jacksonville. It's 84 in Orlando, 80 now in Miami, 87 degrees in Key West. And temperatures across the area into the upper 70s to low 80s for the most part due to the increased cloud cover. We'll see highs a couple degrees below average, I think, over the next couple of days. The hourly forecast for us on Monday calls for showers and storms scattered about throughout any time during the day, more so and more numerous, I think, in the morning and early afternoon. High temperatures will be into the upper 80s, but right around 88 degrees, 89 degrees for the most part. Here's the RPM forecast model. You'll see some rotation right here. As this drifts off to the west, it looks like a broad area of low pressure, but notice these showers and storms continue to line up and set up and move right on into west central Florida. This is now on Tuesday morning. More storms developing and pushing onshore even into late Tuesday afternoon and even Wednesday looks like. We'll still see these storms around, so it's going to be a wet few days. By Thursday, we should start to get back to more of those afternoon and evening variety of storms once the system clears out of here, and we think it will. Southwest winds at 10 to 15 knots for boaters, a moderate chop. On the bays and inland waters, showers and storms expected to be around throughout the day for boaters, so keep that in mind. Low tide at 11:01, and then a high tide will be at 4:31, sunset at 8:14. So tonight, overnight storms once again, a good chance for that happening. Lows in the upper 70s. Tomorrow, rain chance at 80%. High temperature 88 degrees, with some of those storms producing some locally heavy rainfall. The extended forecast, well, look at that, 80% chances for rain on both Monday, Tuesday, dropping a little bit, but still high Wednesday and Thursday. So get ready and keep those umbrellas handy throughout much of this week. Back to you, Alex.
Now, sports.
New scandal and weather problems at the Rio Olympics. However, some of the world's top athletes and the U.S.'s best medal hopes are in action today. ABC's Jim Ryan is in Rio with more.
A new doping scandal at the Olympics. The Kenyan track and field team manager sent home and facing investigation after a video surfaced of him offering to protect cheating athletes. And new fallout for Russia.
The Russian government has catastrophically failed its para-athletes. Their medals over morals mentality disgusts me.
After that doping scandal, the International Paralympic Committee announced that all Russian Paralympic athletes are banned from the September events here in Rio. And forget the dirty water. Rowing events were canceled Sunday after strong winds ripped through the city, causing delays, knocking over fencing, and ripping off banners. But not even the delay could keep Serena Williams down, starting her Rio journey as the defending gold medalist from the London Olympics.
Serena in London was the best Serena I've ever seen, and I can only hope that I get there again.
And she's on her way, the 22-time Grand Slam champion, winning her opening match today. Sister Venus was stunned in a first-round loss on Saturday, but she still has a path to victory. Venus and Serena also compete in doubles. The ladies' gymnastics team also is in action today. World champion Simone Biles and her teammates are trying to qualify for the team and individual competitions. The U.S. women's basketball team is killing the competition, beating Senegal 121-56. And the action is heating up in the pool. Swimming sensation Katie Ledecky, who already has a silver medal, hit the water, setting an Olympic record while qualifying for the 400-meter freestyle. Other members of the team also moving on, Ryan Murphy and David Plummer in the 100-meter backstroke, Lily King and Katie Miley in the 100-meter breaststroke, and the men's 4x100-meter freestyle relay team. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Rio de Janeiro.
And it's like a game of seesaw between the Rays and the Twins. The Twins win, then the Rays win a few. Who would end up on top today? The Rays got on board in the bottom of the first. Brad Miller's base hit goes past second base, and Nick Franklin rounds third and scores home. It was a good game for Franklin in the bottom of the third. Franklin blasts the pitch to center field for a solo home run. With 3 runs, the Rays couldn't keep up with the Twins' 6 runs. And the Twins take this one. The Rays head to Toronto to take on the Blue Jays tomorrow. Football player Brett Favre is retired from the NFL, but he continues to break records. Last night, he was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. In typical Favre fashion, he broke the record for the longest speech in Pro Football Hall of Fame history, lasting 36 minutes. The inductee shared his dreams of playing in the NFL as a kid and looking up to the pros.
I had dreamed of playing the NFL, believe me. Way more than I thought about my schoolwork. I thought about being Archie Manning, running around throwing underhand passes. I thought about being my childhood favorite, Roger Staubach, throwing it to Preston Pearson or Drew Pearson, handing it off to Tony Dorsett.
Favre spent 20 years in the NFL. His career included 11 Pro Bowls, 3 All-Pro teams, and 3 MVP awards. Also earning a spot in the Hall of Fame, former Bucs coach Tony Dungy. Coach Dungy led the Bucs to success in 1996 through 2001. Though the team didn't appear in a championship game while Dungy was coach, the Bucs went on to win Super Bowl 37, the year after Dungy left the team. Dungy went on to coach the Indianapolis Colts, where he spent the rest of his career as a head coach. Dungy and the Colts won Super Bowl 41 in 2007. He was the first NFL head coach to defeat all 32 teams in the league. He retired as a head coach in 2009. Still more to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Are the credit card bills closing in on you? Sick and tired of the constant struggle just to stay afloat? Shouldn't this be the year you get a fresh start? Well, now you can settle your debts with dignity and without bankruptcy, with 0 upfront or monthly fees. Get the professional help at the Thomason Law Group and get a fresh start. It's easy to sign up. We do all the real work. Better than credit consolidation or credit counseling, the Thomason Law Group uses the power of legal professionals to settle your debts. You don't have to face this alone. We can help with an affordable monthly payment. Call now if you have over 15 grand in debt and settle your debts so you can have hundreds more each month. Don't put this off. Legal settlement can get you fast, easy debt resolution and let you get back to the important things in life.
Call the Thomason Law Group at 1-800-394-1667. That's 1-800-394-1667.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for just $26,999 and get an additional $1,000 off with a trade-in. Hurry!
Time is running out to get the new Dodge Journey for just $15,999. And right now, get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Using baby powder or talc may lead to ovarian cancer. $72 million was awarded in a recent talc lawsuit after lawyers found secret internal documents showing that the baby powder manufacturer knew about the link between talcum powder and ovarian cancer for decades, but never told the public. If you were diagnosed with ovarian cancer after using talcum powder on a regular basis, you may qualify for a cash award. Call 800-793-6621. 800-793-6621.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U for an independent you.
1-800-350-9872.
Attention breast cancer survivors. If you experience permanent hair loss or baldness after chemotherapy, you may qualify for a cash award. Thousands of women suffering breast cancer were given a chemotherapy drug without being warned about the possibility of irreversible alopecia. If you or a loved one suffered permanent hair loss after chemotherapy, call 888-622-8732. Time to file a claim is limited. 888-622-8732. That's 888-622-8732.
So it seems like we have a little bit of a washout with the weather yet again. How bad is it going to get?
I tell you what, it's going to be tough going. Umbrellas will be needed, I think, for the next several days. This thing isn't going away anytime soon. And get a look at the satellite and radar, Alex. You can see just a concentration of some showers to the north of us there, kind of rotating around in a counterclockwise swirl. Well, that's the area of low pressure. It's over land, thankfully, right now, so that means it's not going to develop, but it will still be bringing us this onshore flow, which will bring us showers. A few thunderstorms down again. We could see an additional 2 to 4 inches of rain before it's all said and done here along the Suncoast.
Well, we might actually have to put your golf on hold, and for those of you golfers as well. So stay with us. We'll be right back at 11. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining.
I'm your spokesperson. This is an important message for anyone who took the prescription drug Xarelto or Pradaxa and had a serious bleeding event. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered from a serious bleeding event,
call 800-220-8268 immediately.
Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious internal bleeding, stroke, and death.
Call 800-220-8268 immediately.
You may be entitled to compensation. Call now for a free consultation.